Hi, my name is Cheng. I'm a senior producer here at Bethesda Softworks. I've been working on Oblivion for the past 3 years. Back in 2002, after we finished Morrowind, we decided, you know what, we're going to go big and we're going to go big early. So we decided Oblivion would be for the next generation consoles. We had a good idea of what the 360 was going to be all about, so we specifically designed the game to take advantage of the next generation hardware. The entire first year was spent on just technology. Technology. One of our major goals for the game was a fully featured forest that's never been seen before in any RPG. And again, it wasn't possible with previous generation technology. So we spent a year working on making just a vast forest full of grass, trees, foliage, rocks. We had programmers go to the geology lab at the University of Maryland to study how soil erodes, how rock erodes, how trees grow. So we basically wrote a program that simulated this erosion so that you could see realistic looking hills, valleys, fields, mountains. And the game, again, it's one continuous world, so you can keep going straight out to the horizon. You can get on your horse, ride off into the forest, and just keep going. There's no loads. It's all streaming in. The game is extremely pixel shader heavy. Everything is either enhanced or created by pixel shaders in some way. There are normal maps, parallax maps, gloss maps everywhere on every object in the game, so that we can portray realistic lighting, realistic shadows as well, soft shadows on everything. So it's a very beautiful game. Our main goal was to go for photorealism this time around. We wanted you to feel like you're in Lord of the Rings in a true fantasy setting with lush forests and shining swords. We have over 9,000 objects that are meticulously built, handcrafted by artists, and they look absolutely gorgeous with all the different textures and maps on them. One of our major goals was also redoing the AI as well. So we created an AI system called Radiant AI. It allows us to give NPCs 24/7 schedules. We have over 1,000 NPCs in the game, so it's physically impossible for us to custom script each NPC by hand. So the system lets us give each NPC their own specific goals, their own specific follow-up behavior. We just tell them you're going to sleep during this time, you'll eat during this time, and they determine how they do it. If they're hungry, they'll see if they have anything in their inventory. They'll maybe go out and buy it. If they have if they're untrustworthy, they'll go out and possibly steal it. Or they'll go out and they'll kill it. You know, they may find a deer in the woods, they'll kill the deer and they'll eat it. Sleeping is the same way. They'll look for a bedroll, they'll look for a bed, they'll take their clothes off, they'll go to sleep. When they wake up in the morning, they'll put their armor back on. That's actually a nice transition to vampires, which have come back into the game from Morrowind. And one of the things that you can do is you can watch when people sleep so that you know when you can go in and feed on them. It's a really cool feature, actually. It's something that we didn't really anticipate when we first designed the system, but as we started implementing vampirism, we realized, wow, that's a really cool thing you can do. Definitely, you know, it's a good time for thieves to watch shopkeepers when they go to bed, when they close shop. It's a good time to break in and steal stuff, sell at defenses in the game, make a lot of money that way. We have over 300 dungeons in the game for you to explore. We implemented a lot of physics-based traps, things that swing around and knock you over. It's really cool stuff, really fun stuff. We also revamped our combat system as well. So we wanted to really give you that visceral feeling of knocking guys around, swinging your sword around, using the force feedback on the controller to really give you that feeling of being in combat, of melee combat, something that's not really been quite done before for an RPG. With each successive Elder Scrolls game, our main idea is always to reinvent the game, to go back to the core concepts that make an Elder Scrolls game exciting. It's the free-form exploration, just the ridiculous amount of detail in the world and environments, all the stuff that you can pick up and move and manipulate, and the exploration as well. So you're going to find all that in Oblivion. It's all there for you to explore, but we also wanted you to get to the fun faster as well. So we implemented fast travel, where you don't always have to constantly travel back and forth between different locations in the world. We have horses now that you can ride and travel there faster. When we first created the forests, we realized that it's really easy to get lost in a forest. So we implemented map markers that will appear on a compass in a corner to let you know, again, show me the fun, where's the fun, and get me to there as fast as you can. So for the fans of the series, however, you can completely ignore these implementations that we've done to the interface to make the game a little easier for casual gamers. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. The depth of the game is still there with alchemy, spellmaking, enchanting. All the magic systems are back. All the skills are back, the classes. We definitely wanted to have the depth there for our hardcore fans. However, we tweaked the interface, we've tweaked the quests a bit so they're more character-driven, more story-driven. Again, for the casual audience who just want to get in, they want to have some fun, they want to hear a good story, experience a good story, and then move on. They're not there to live another life, necessarily. So the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion will be available this Christmas.